Hey there, this is Andrew, bringing you another Keyforge deck reveal and review. Nice Dark Tidings deck coming here. And it just struck me, maybe fresh or maybe for the first time, how much this picture on the front here looks like Prince Sidon. Right, Sidon? Yeah, from Breath of the Wild. Very striking pose there. All right, let's see. That looks right. Okay. So, we have here the one that spits on Doldrums. Wow. Just doesn't like being bored, I guess. I think Untamed. I think Logos. And I think Shadows. Ooh, I got Untamed and Shadows right, and then Unfathomable. So, not expecting a lot of efficiency here. I would expect this to be we're getting, we're going to play cards as we get them. But I am hoping for a lot of disruption here, some Amber ramping, some Steel, and probably there's maybe a flow here where like we do things that prevent the use of the creatures or disruptive in some way there, and then can like wipe them mostly with infighting, and then do plinky damage to finish them off, stuff like that. So hopefully able to manage board control, but it'll depend on what cards we get, and then the game plan here is to try to outrace the opponent by having good rush on our own side and enough steel to hold them back. Come on. All right. So we should be starting with the shadows here. Ooh, Ring of Invisibility. That's fun. Upgrade gives the creature elusive and skirmish. Nice. Okay, we've got Brand. Like to see that. This could be great with the Untamed. I'm really excited about having Brand with the Untamed because if we can keep recurring the Brand, that could be fun. So Brand, 3 power skirmish. Play your opponent gains 1, destroyed, steal 3. It's great. Lil Nif, 2 power elf thief with Omega deploy and elusive. After a neighbor of Lil Nif fight to steal 1. Cool. That's a cool way to put some pressure on. Safe or sorry, you choose one. Either you archive any number of friendly creatures from play, or choose a creature and deal 1 to it for each amber your opponent has. If your opponent has 2 and you play Brand, and then you play Safe or Sorry, you can kill the Brand and steal all 3 of the amber they would have at that point. We got Whisper, okay. Action, lose 1 if you do destroy a creature. Hobnobber potentially gives us some more steel if it stays on the board for the right time. Kerwallop, play, deal 1 to each creature, gain 1 for each creature destroyed this way. Alright, it's fine. Got 2 Kerwallops. Really wish we had a hard Simpson with that, but oh well. Mug, gain an amber, move 1 from a creature to your pool, deal 2 to that creature. Mug and Kerwallop, another good way to kill the Brand. So we always have, I think we'll almost always have a way in this deck to kill the Brand. Seems like it. One-Eyed Willa, while the tide is high, it gains elusive and skirmish, and it has fight, steal 1. And you could always put the Ring of Invisibility on it if you don't want to have to worry about the tide. And we have Scooped. Love it. Action with an amber. You deal 2 damage to a creature. If it's not destroyed, it captures 1 from its own side. Really nice. And with Secret Needle 2, I really wish we had Hard Simpson. Oh my goodness. Oh. But yeah, lots of plinky damage here. A little bit of steel. Not as much as I would like to see, but a good little bit here. And if Untamed can recur Brand, I think we'll do okay. Ooh, that's exciting. In Unfathomable here, we have Deep Priest Glebe, who is a 5-power Aquan that says after you play an Aquan creature exhausts an enemy creature. That is very nice. I like it. He offers them glimpses of depths they may never know. Ooh, Allusions of Grandeur. Like it. It's an action with an amber. When you play it, you choose a house on your opponent's identity card. If your opponent does not choose that house on their active house on their next turn, you gain 3. This works like Control the Weak. So if you're confused about it, just pretend you're playing Control the Weak. You tell the opponent the house you want them to play. If they play it, great. You don't get any further benefit other than that they played the house you wanted them to play. However, if they choose something else, then you gain 3. Thundertoe. Action with an amber. Exhaust 2 creatures. Deal 2 to each exhausted creature. Very nice. Okay. Whoa, you could even maybe finish off the Bren this way if it already had at least 1 damage. Ooh. Tidal Wave. If the tide is high, destroy a creature and each of its neighbors. Your opponent raises the tide. You always raise the tide to do it if you need. Did we have any tide raising effects here? I don't think we've seen any so far, so. Under Pressure. It's an upgrade. It says this creature cannot ready. So great. I'm really liking this Unfathomable setup. Lots of amber too. It's only when I get this card in my hand, it's very difficult not to start, dun 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 dun. Dun. But I do my best. Frigorific Rod, artifact with an amber. It's an item and it has action exhaust a creature or artifact. It's nice that this gives you a little artifact control because it can exhaust an artifact. So yeah, that's pretty good. Hookmaster is a 4-power Aquan with an armor and fight. If the tide is high, your opponent loses 2. That could be a good target for the Ring of Invisibility. I like that. Got another Hookmaster. Third Hookmaster. Wow. Photic Raider, or Photic Raider, I'm not sure, is a 2-power Aquan with play capture 2, but while the tide is high, it gets +4 power. So few cards here that care about the tide, right? We have that one. We have Tidal Wave. I don't think anything else that we've seen here cares. Seabringer Kakoa gives us a way to raise the tide. It's a 7-power beast with taunt and destroyed raise the tide. That's nice. I like that. That's a way to protect the Glebe. It's a way to protect the Hookmasters, maybe even the Willa or the Hobnobber. Yeah. Wicolia is a 3-power beast with Reap. Keys cost +2 during your opponent's next turn. I've rarely seen this be the thing that changes the way a game goes, but um, it should be a good effect. All right. Yeah, I like this Unfathomable setup. Let's see here. We got some nice creatures to go with the Glebe. I like that. 7 creatures total, I think, and then the rest of the things have pips on them. Right, we've got that Frigorific Rod, Under Pressure. Yeah, so good. I love Allusions of Grandeur. And then, so 5 pips there. 1, 2, 3 pips and shadows, but we've got some steel and we've got some nice plinky damage. I like that. Any reason we would ever want to archive friendly creatures from play here? Like, I don't think we have amazing play effects. No, we just don't. So, no, I don't think, other than maybe the Photic Raider or something, but I think we probably use that for damage. All right, let's see what we get in Untamed. We'll start off with Beach Day, an action with an amber that says return a creature to its owner's hand. If the tide is high, gain 1. Nice. That's really good if we get like a Deepwater Groon or other creatures that are just really good to play out of hand in Untamed, but it can also be disruptive. We've got a Gebek. Destroyed, you discard the top card of your deck. If it's a creature, then after Gebek leaves play, you put that creature into play in Gebek's position in the battle line. I don't love that, but it's fine. Growth Surge is an action with an amber that gives a flank creature 3/+1 power counters, then the neighbor 2, the other neighbor 1. That could be nice. That could be really nice for like for a Hookmaster, um, something like that. Maybe the One-Eyed Willa. Another growth surge. Wow, cool. King of Fan. I don't love this card either. Each creature gains Reap Destroy this creature, but it could be good. Yeah, a little bit of good creature control, and probably if you go back into Untamed, you can just kill it. We had ways to kill it in other houses too, so probably okay. Oh, hey, look, Waste Not. That's a great way to kill it. Destroy a friendly creature, draw cards equal to half that creature's power, rounding up. If you use this on the Krakoa, you raise the tide and draw 4 cards. That's great. If you use it on the King of Fant, draw 3 cards. Use it on the Gebuk, draw 3 cards. That is fantastic. If you growth surge something, wow, you could just draw a ton of cards. That is cool. I love it. Okay. Assert Dominance. Action for the remainder of the turn. A friendly creature gains skirmish. Ready and fight with that creature. We have a lot of creatures this would work well with good fight effects. We have the 3 Hookmasters. We have the Willa. So that seems good. Oh, and we have the little Nif. So if we have something next to a little Nif, that could work too. I love that. Okay. And then infighting. Each creature deals damage equal to its power to its right neighbor. In a pinch, this is a great way to just go to the board. So I like that. And then you go into Shadows the turn after and sweep up with your Kerwallops and your Seeker Needle. Right? That seems good. Myliobe, 4 power beast. While the tide is high, it gains skirmish, but if you play it and assert dominance, it gets skirmish too. Before it fights you, enrage the creature it fights on each of that creature's neighbors. That's also some nice board control that'll keep your opponent from reaping at least. And yeah, seems pretty okay. Persistence hunting. Choose a house, exhaust each enemy creature of the chosen house. Very nice pairing with the Unfathomable. We just get to keep things exhausted. Witch of the Dawn, 3 power human witch. Return a creature from your discard pile to your hand. This is a good way to get the Brend back, potentially. What else would we want to get back? Maybe the Krakoa, maybe a Hookmaster, or the Glebe. Oh, so good. Something like that. But probably the Brend. And lastly, we have another Witch of the Dawn. So that's nice, because we could potentially play the Brend 3 times through if we get lucky. But probably I think there's a pretty good chance we play it twice. So let's see. Raw Amber here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 just raw amber pips. Add in probably 1 for the scooped. Add in. There's a couple things that might get us more, right? Like the beach day could get us 1 more. The Kerwallops and the Seeker Needle could definitely get us more. Obviously, the creatures could all get us more. So there are options. And then there's a bit of steel, right? Some of it depends on having stuff on the board, but can work. And then we mostly just have a lot of ways to just slow the opponent down. No big things like like Maelstrom that is going to just clog their deck, but pretty decent stuff. And then 3 Hookmasters rather is a way to potentially really burn a lot of amber. I love that Waste Not, that with the 2 growth surges. That seems pretty cool. Like there's some cool possibilities there. And Yeah, I'm gonna say I think this thing deserves a 74. Um, we'll see. We'll see what Dexa Keyboard says, but I really like this one. I think it's good. I'm excited about that waist knot with the Kakoa. So let me pause it and then we'll see. Dexa Keyboard just really disagreeing with me here. I said 74, and I will show you. It says 66, which is just seems really low. Um, yeah, it doesn't predict a very high expected amber. I feel like it must. For disruption, it only says illusions of grandeur and beach day. Interesting. I feel like that's underrating the glebe. Well, I guess it's not going to disrupt the deck, but um, illusions of grandeur is a point 0.5. Interesting. But yeah, I feel like it's really discounting the unfathomable here, only giving it 21 sass. Um, Might have been most excited about that. The only thing I'll say, I am disappointed with the Witch of the Dawns and the Beach Day that we didn't get like Deepwater Grunes or Chelonias or something like that. So I am disappointed about that. But a lot of the other stuff seems pretty good. So I think this is there's a conspiracy here. I think it's better than that, and I will try to take it out and play it a bit and maybe prove that. We'll see. Anyway, so that was the one that spits on Doldrums. Hope you enjoyed and that you'll get out there and forge some keys.